How about some smooth and sensual like that? Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like this. Like it like that. And you like it like this. You like it like that. Like it like this. Like it like. You like it like that. And you like it like that. Like it like this. You like it like that. Like it like that. You like it like this. I don't know what am I saying. Starter. It's not a lot, but you got me playing. But these charts, I don't know. I don't know. I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me stop playing. But anybody who is coming into the stream, welcome to a. I think we're gonna make this into a short stream, nothing too crazy. Not gonna drag anything. We're only just going to pretty much just go through the usual tickers and discuss what happened in after hours with Microsoft and Google, and we're just gonna just do that, and that's it. You can just be able to enjoy the rest of the night and relax and get ready for Friday. So yeah, anyone welcome coming in right now, welcome to another edition of the stream with yours truly, Lion of All Trades. Hello to everybody, and yeah, by all means, thank you for joining, thank you for hanging out with me, and making this happen. So let me know if you are live as well, and hopefully you guys are doing well this Thursday evening or Friday morning, wherever you are. Zelly is in the stream. It's always amazing to see you. Love, thank you. And Maddie, I see Maddie there. Look at you, ready with your coffee. Hope you enjoy your coffee and your breakfast as you're watching this stream with Lion, the puppy. And hard to write your name in snow with a short stream. What? Winter's been over already, Maddie. What are you talking about? But anyways, quick favor, Zelly Discord, sending you the link. Copy and paste it into the live stream, and I will pin it. Thank you very much. And with that being said, we're gonna get right into the stream. So if anybody missed what happened, there will be timestamps. I'm just gonna go accordingly to the plan and just again go over the usual tickers and see what's been happening with them. GTII, Fngr, EasyJYL too. We'll throw that in there. Fisker, oh, that's a good one. I can't wait to show you that. And DJT and others. So stay tuned as I'm setting up right now. Currently just trying to open Thinkorswim. I know it's a little late than usual. Usually start a half hour earlier, but yeah, had something to take care of. What is going on with you, Maddie? How have you been? And again, don't forget to hit that like button on the way in and on the way out. And of course, hit you with that disclaimer, pow, that anything that's being said in the stream, on the chat, anywhere else is just strictly in our opinion. All right, this is not financial advice, and this is only for educational and entertainment purposes. Only you are your own decision maker of your own money and your investments, as long as you're properly hedged. All right, safe and secure with your investments. All right, so right now just currently loading in Fngr Swim right now. Let's go ahead and also share the stream on Twitter right now, just to see who comes on and passes by and shows some love. And yeah. And do I wish I have a better computer system that's a lot faster, because this is taking a long time just to load this Thinkorswim. I might just stick with maybe Webull and TradingView. Yeah. So just let me know if the volume is good, everything is good right now, so I can go ahead and move forward with the stream. Again, quick reminders: this is only going to be a little short stream, right? Since I started a half hour late to do something important that I had to do. All right. Apparently the volume for today's action on Gtii was 315.60 thousand. We're gonna see what it's like on Thinkorswim. Maddie, if you're listening in, I know that you were checking your time and sales. I don't know if you're still doing that. You're looking at the level 2s for Gtii, but if you've seen anything interesting, any big buys, any big sells, I don't know, because we did go down 3.41% on the day. So just trying to figure out. I mean, this has been nothing but a long period of consolidation. So I'm gonna start to transition the screen right now. So just stay tuned once again. I don't know, I think Maddie's busy. Maddie's a little busy. Anyways, how are you doing, Zali? How was your sleep? How are you feeling? There's Moisley. Untamed Eyebrow Connoisseur. Yeah, wasn't that a Shat and Boner fractal? On the daily for what stock? And how are you, man? Busy with your mom, Matt K. What's up, man? Good to see you all here. Let's chat it up and let's talk about what's been happening, man. There goes Mark. Hello to Mark R. The team, the dream team, and the stream. Beautiful. All right, so we're just gonna go right into it. All right, we're not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna go. For those of you joining in, I'm just gonna go through the usual tickers in a quick fashion that, like Blue 5 would have loved me to do, and probably get myself an egg timer and just go over the chart real quick and give you guys an update on what's going on. So I see that a lot of people have been getting smoked in their plays because the market decided to go into the other direction. Yeah, and then we have two big earnings for Microsoft and Google, and they shot up like a good $15-17 from their close price. And Google is finally announcing or issuing their first dividend, just like Meta did a while back. So you're going to be getting 20 cents each share if you guys own Google. That is the case. So for every share, 20 cents starting June. Got about 15k of FSRN today. Shares, not dollars. Yes, and I don't think that's possible to. Wait, can you buy it in dollars? I think especially if it's in an OTC, I don't think it's possible, but that could be wrong. Anyways, GTII. Let's go over firstly the cost to borrow right now as of, let's see, let me just update it real quick. No changes, but you can see that the cost to borrow fee has been dropping today from 18.44% to now 10.88%, and they still have that freaking number of shares available to borrow and short at 1,600,000. Wait, what's going on? Oh, today got my wife an early gift for Mother's Day. A 5-week-old German Shepherd? Bro, that is sweet. That is awesome, man. That is I'm telling you, you just melted her heart. She loves you forever. Love, peace, happiness, health, and wealth for you, your family, your wife. That's what matters, man. That's what matters. So beautiful. Was just saying I didn't buy 15k worth of shares, dude. My what? My stream is black? No video. No way. Wait, how is that possible? Huh? Wait, hold on. Wait. I mean, I can see it from my. No, I can see it from my phone. Because I usually view the chat on my phone, and I can see the screen and everything. But just for confirmation, if everybody can see the chart, the screen, and everything, just let Matt know. Because it might be just you, bro. I never had that issue at all, thankfully. And even like my PC is not even that like the greatest, but it still runs decently. Let's see. So we already went over the cost to borrow, available shares. Looks like they're still like eager to suppress this down. It's not moving. That's why I'm just gonna go over the chart real quick because there's not much movement for GTII. Again, we did have about 315,598 in the volume compared to yesterday's, which was 111,577, which was really quiet. Still quiet overall. It's still slowly, consolidating. And then this past 4 days, how are we looking at in the MACD? It's still trying to bottom out. All right, there's a third bar here on the MACD that is dark red, so it's still in some ways slowly trying to move its way back up. You can see the RSI is still oversold, trying to create a kind of like a little double bottom here. You can see the little bounce here. They're looking for another bounce. Excuse me. Interesting post under the Discord. Yeah, you seen that, Moistly? Little drop on Tesla and the amount of shares. It's crazy. TTM squeeze is looking like it's reaching the bottom too as well, slowly. We just need to see that red orange bar pop up for the next day, or if it does, then you already know that's the signal right there for a change in direction. We go quickly to 4-hour chart. Let's see what's going on here. All right, it's struggling. Again, it's still consolidating on this point. Just gonna leave this box here for now and see if it just ranges through here, and then perhaps we could start seeing that bounce for next week. All right. MACD for the 4-hour chart is literally meeting up with the red line. The yellow line is meeting up with the red line, so it's trying to cross over. And if it does for next week, then we flip to the green. Still oversold on the RSI, and we have 3 red orange bars here, so it's slowly increasing in momentum to the upside. Let's look at the weekly chart real quick, because I know I had mentioned something last night, and I just wanted to see if it actually confirms with what I was trying to say, because if this stays the way it is, I mean, we just needed to close at 18 cents and above. If we close above 18 cents, then that's bullish. If not, then we would hold here and then expect, in my opinion, that we would get a green week for GTII. And also that same week on Monday, we would have all the dividends issued for GTII for all the shareholders, if they have it already in their brokers, their brokerages, whatever, you know the deal. So that's another thing going on. And let me just quickly look at the hourly, and then we're gonna move on to Fngr, see what's going on there. Yeah, it's nothing but chippy choppy. Chippy choppy. Kind of pulled back just a little tiny bit. And I don't know. The hourly is giving me some mixed emotions. Because you can see it tried to tighten up here and consolidate. Then it started to curve right back down, or slope back down and expand. But we just need for the 8-day moving average exponential to start curling right back over. So if not today, if not tomorrow, then we have next week. So we need to watch for that. Mark Maddox, welcome back to the stream. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Mark Maddox, are you gonna tame me? Are you gonna crack that whip to me, Azadi? That's how you like it. 15-minute chart here. Looks like it's trying to cross below here. Perhaps waiting for another retest at 15 cents, 16 cents if it's bearish. But it needs to hold above 16 to be able to confirm that continuation to the upside. Well, we see that the RSI it's kind of cooling off just a little tad bit, and then we have a yellow bar here in the TTM squeeze, so that usually means that the momentum is making its way to the downside. So so bearish case scenario, we retest around the 15 cent area, between that and 16 cents. Bullish case scenario is that we hit a bounce, break over 17 cents, and perhaps make our way to retest these resistances at 0.173 to 0.175, or 18 cents for that matter. So, oh yes, Maddox. But I just let her make sure. I just make sure that she cracks it a little softly. All right. Wow. Anyway, so that is my take on GTII here on my hypothetical technical analysis. All right. Don't freak out. Don't do anything silly. All right. It's just in the consolidation period. We're still in. Technically, in my opinion, financial device in an accumulation phase where we are trying to establish a bottom. Perhaps maybe we are looking to see either a double or perhaps a inverse head and shoulders technically. But let's see what happens. For Fngr, should I view Fngr here? I might as well just view Fngr here anyways. Biblical Daniel, Jesus Christ, repent for your sins. So what are we looking at for Fngr? So from, let's see. Wait, hold on. Let me. No. I'm gonna focus on the charts. I'm gonna read the chat. I'm gonna go back and look up in the chat and see what y'all been talking about. Y'all talking behind my back. Alright? Stop playing with me. Let me see. So there's a situation here on the daily chart with Fngr. Alright. You can see that we had here tested that death cross. Yeah, that sell off here from January way to mid-February, then it came back up, retested that 50-day moving average exponential, then came to make a little double bottom here, and then we see this rallying happening. But hey, you know what? Looks like we pretty much closed 3 days in a row. Well, this is the third day in a row as of this past Monday. And so now I don't know if we discussed this, but you have the moving average exponential indicators here now holding support and actually in a slow uptrend. So what does this mean is that right now you have the 21-day above the 50 and the 8-day above the 21. And for this, wait, hold on, where's my Epic Pen? I keep forgetting to open my Epic Pen so I can show you what I'm talking about. You heard? So this is what we have to. This is what we gotta see, right? We gotta see this trend continue. We gotta see these moving average exponentials, the 8-day, the 21-day, and then the 50 following this motion. All right, this is supposed to be a bullish trend. All right, and then we're supposed to see some more push to the upside for Fngr, and then to test the 200-day moving average exponential at this box where you see here which is around 339, 340. That is the area, that is the target of interest for Fngr to hit before Friday is over. All right. But even if it doesn't reach that point, if we break, past, let's say, 335 and stay in the green, then that's a good sign. All right. So I'm just giving you a mental note on that. And I still think that is my hypothetical analysis for this. Now, the last thing you would want, okay, because you can't always think bullish, all right? We have to think realistically here and try to play both sides of this matter. So what if, right? What if the MACD, what if it decided to just start to cross under the red line and then we start to, pull back? So if that's the case, then you would have to retest around the 290 area all the way to the 280. So 280, so you got the 280 at the 50-day EMA, and then you have 290 at this level of support here from this bounce here from last week, or was it the week before? I don't know. And then, so if that's the case, then we would have to look for technically a double bottom at this point, and then try to retest again and break the last resistance level right there at 315. 315, which was the close. But if it stays above 315, then we would definitely have that push that I talked about and see if it actually can hit 340 and above and beyond, and to the moon and outer space, into the galaxy, and reach 1,000 a share. Hypothetically. So just to confirm that, we're going to go ahead and look at the 4-hour chart real quick. And what do we know? So now we are kind of having a confirmation here on the MACD on the 4-hour chart that we have the yellow line crossed right over, and you have 2 green bars. So that indicates that we could see that push to the upside. All right, so you got 2 candles, right? You got one that closed in the green, nice body, halfway going up, and then you have the next one during after hours, which also did a nice bullwick and left a little candle there. So my idea is that this would push up during pre-market and perhaps try to hit 325 or something like that, or maybe just consolidate throughout the whole pre-market period and then try to make its way up. All right, not financial advice. Then what you got here? You got the RSI just like in wobbles, and here just consolidating too as well. So as long as it follows the MACD and what it's doing, you already know the TTM squeeze is actually just inches away to make it right over the red line. And once you see this happen and you have a green bar and do this, you already know that's confirming with that analysis and that push to the upside. And hopefully, if bullish, we do see 340 and beyond before this week is over. Okay. All right. Next stop. We're gonna look for ZJYL and just talk about that real quick. Where is that at? ZJYL. I saw some movement for that. Oh, okay, cool. Let's catch up with the chat just a little bit. See how you guys are doing. All right. No drinking. Okay. Yeah. I'm cutting down on that for sure. I'm trying to keep it clean. And I ain't a touchy. What? Hold on. What is going on? What joke were you apologizing for? Oh, because he's been drinking. I got it. Jeez. I ain't a touchy effort unlike Lion. Jesus. I don't know how to respond to that. I know I love to touch my woman. Oh. Not long. You feel me? Soon. The lion tamer. Okay, got that. The whip. Oh right, the EpiPen is for when Zully stings you. Any real tickers you want to talk about? All right, we went through Fngr, GTII. Do you think you're going long on GoEV or no ass? Snap, they lost 19 cents per share on slightly improved revenue, and the stock jumped after hours. I still believe it will fall below $10 to begin the cycle all over again. I think yeah, it's just I mean, like, what can you make off like from Snap other than little memberships, and that's it? Like, is it even like a real company to even invest in? I'm sorry, it's my opinion, but Snap, basura. Well, we can definitely go look at GoEV real quick. Let's see what's going on with that. Hold on. You ZJYL, my bad. So just real quick, all right, here on the 4-hour chart. So here, I haven't done this in a while, so probably last Thursday or whatever. I'm gonna move this like this, and you can see that it actually respected this area of support. And by the way, DBMMMMMMMMM is also known as Gtii. He just changed his name because he's focused right now on DBMM. So wait, DBMM is gonna explode in July. I heard you loud and clear. All right, and I can see that it actually came down from almost 0.0070, so it's now at 0.0044 at the close. So imagine how many shares you can accumulate from there, huh? Let me know your PT for DBMM in your opinion on the chat as I look at ZJYL currently, as it closed at 11.5%. It made it to $4 here, and again, like I mentioned, we had that moment where it just tanked from these highs here at 11 and change, then just literally ranging since March 18th, just ranging here and taking its swings up and down. You have your buy, sell, buy, in that sort of way, but just literally just staying within this range. All right, and the resistance pretty much that's trying to break is here, which would be around the 425 430 range level of resistance. And then from there, who knows if we can actually see some explosion to the upside, perhaps to retest $5 for ZJYL. Oh God, not him again. So if we zoom in a little bit more here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that we're having a nice crossover between moving average exponentials, the 8-day which just crossed over the 50 and the 21, and then the 21 also crossed over the 50. So in a way, for being hypothetical here, like I always do, we see this trend happening. So we take these lines, do this, and do this sort of motion, and then on top of that, you can see the bands here. The what do you want to call it? The Bollinger Bands, or I'd say momentum bands for Christ's sake, shifting from bearish to bullish, and then you can see this pretty much like expanding. So if this expands and then the candles are pretty much trading above it, then you have a more chance of ZJYL to definitely start to make more moves to the upside, because it looks like it's definitely got that nice bounce and all that good stuff. Why would it rip? I don't know. Maybe for some quick swings and stuff that they're doing on the other side. You know, just scalping and wash trading, and who knows what the hell is happening with ZJOL right now. I don't know if you guys even heard of any news so far based on what's happening with them. I don't really usually do technical analysis on ZJOL, but I mean, now that I look at it, it looks like it's kind of in a bullish trend for now. And the only thing it needs to do is to pop up and retest this area of interest and try to retest the 200-day moving average exponential at 450 and above. That's it. That's all I could say for ZJYL right now. You know, we got the cross here, the crossover, and the MACD is green. You have the RSI pretty much having a little breakout here too as well. Nothing too crazy. And then the TTM squeeze perfectly, you know, rebounding and trying to break up to the upside. And that's that. And you know what? You know what? Now I just saw GOEV. So I'm gonna go over GOEV and then I'm gonna go over DBMM since DBMM mentioned it. And okay, so I guess it started to turn bearish in the bearish divergence right here in the 4-hour. Let me just quickly look at it on the daily to see how that looks like. Yeah, so from here it definitely looked like it couldn't hold around or above the 50-day moving average exponential, and it's actually looking it's looking a little bearish, to be honest. Everything is starting to slope back down, and then if you notice here too as well, you can see hold on, let me just stretch this out nice and wide. That's how you like it. And then you see that this is actually making this sort of a move. You know, you got this crossing over, and then you have the 50-day here. So it has to, for a bearish divergence, it has to go pretty much in that sort of way, like that. So then the candle here, the next one would be another red candle, you know, underneath that. That's what it's supposed to mean. So as long as the candle stays below the 8-day and the 21-day, then it's still going to continue to go down like even below 250 in my opinion, and retest this level of support. So let's just make it somewhere around here. So that would be around the 220, 230 range right here. And then we can just take this and then make this the area of resistance. So that's somewhere between 320 and 340. You got it? You got it. It's mentally noted into your brain. Take a image take a picture, click not financial advice again. All right, so that's for Go EV. I'm going as fast as I can right here, just to make this little shoulder of a stream. So now DBMM. Ooh, I like this. Especially on the daily. Are you still here, DBMM? Are you still in this and on the chat? Because if this is the case, maybe, just maybe, I would consider, in my opinion, a little position myself. And it looks pretty good because, quite frankly, if we're looking at this, let's zoom out right now a little bit. You can see that it had a perfectly nice. I mean, pretty much the trend was going well and everything. It did its golden cross here for a bit temporarily, then tried to come back down. You can see how it just all from here. That's when you know it's topping out. From here, once it starts sloping down, forget about it. All right. Then we got a cross under, and then now you have the 50-day under the 200-day. But the thing is, if you look at it closely, it didn't go straight down. Instead, is actually trying to bounce back up, and then eventually crossing over the 200-day once again, because if you can tell, the 8-day moving average exponential is trying to make its way back up. It's trying to bounce right back over this. So it's trying to do one of these, like, slowly, like do a little that, Even the VWAP is trying to follow that way too as well. And now that you have two candles on the daily that closed in the green, that's usually a great sign too as well for a recovery, for a little nice bounce. So right now from here, all we need to see is DBMM to break over 0.0048 to this level here at around 0.0053. And then once there, it's scot-free. And then it goes all the way back up. It gave me with that bounce, So let me go quickly to the MACD. And you can see a little bottoming here. You got two dark red bars. So that would indicate that this would establish a bottom and start to curl right back up. And RSI is it's looking to curl up. You see a little bounce right there. It's a little indicator right there. And hopefully the next bar that prints here is a red orange bar. All right. So just keep that noted. I'm going to go here into 4 hour real quick before I move on to another ticker and see that there is a red orange bar here that just printed. Again, the RSI curling back up, and you see a little bounce here on the MACD. The yellow line is now trying to go to the upside. It's trying to tick back up. Feel me? Oh, wait, 321? Yeah, I've seen I could have sworn I was still at 320, but yeah. But yeah, hooray for 321. I appreciate every single one of my subs, even though I wish all 321 of my subs could be here right now. But only like a 1%, which is you guys, that I do appreciate, and y'all making this happen and making this stream live. And with your vibes, I like, all jokes aside and everything, that it means a lot to me, so thank you. You know, this is something that I never thought that I would be able to do, but as a hobby. But shoot, you know, it gives me something to look forward to and experience and share with everybody. You know what we can learn from each other, and you know what's going on with specific tickers, so we can be able to benefit and take advantage of it and all of that good stuff. So thank you all once again. Much love, big hugs, giant hearts. All right, so DBMM, looking at the 4 hour. All right, you see the MACD trying to come back up, also the RSI and the TTM squeeze. You got a nice juicy green candle to end the closing day for today, and now you see this trying to rebound. So again, has to hit right over 0.0048 tomorrow. If it accomplishes that, then you already know what could happen next week. All right, so just take a note of that as we move to the next ticker and see what is going on. And let me read this comment here. Something weird happened in DBMM. If you look back until 2020, 2022, someday it went down 90% down. Then MOAS 200x or so. I have to zoom in for that. Hold on. Can you explain maybe what on a daily chart? You can look at it in a daily real quick before we move on, because that is interesting. Let's do the weekly. Oof. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't actually. Okay, maybe 10 year. Maybe the 10 year. Oh, the 10 year. Okay. Wow. Actually sold off a little bit from GTI. They tried to sell all of it, but it wouldn't let go. Or ask. Yeah, it's telling you to keep your shares, Matt K. It has you locked in. It don't want you to miss out. Mark R. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you for your support, and everybody who made this possible. So thank you. And you're doing amazing with your news reports, your updates, and all that, and helping us out with these tickers that we don't know, mostly Chinese. So thank you. Zoe told us that if it would keep you out of trouble and off the streets after dark. You think I'm gonna be throwing my back out there in the corner in the streets? I care about my body, my temple. Can you do a William reading Google earnings? All right, and now that we're looking at Google, they're supposed to have earnings right now, and oh my god, Google just went up $15+ on earnings. Did you hear that, Lucky? Oh, Lucky. Oh, come here, give me a big kiss. Oh, Lucky. Okay, alright, you guys. Alright. Okay, stop telling me that I need a room with Lucky, alright? That's none of your business. Oh, wow, there is showing a dividend. That's unbelievable. That's great. How was that impression? Was that good? I was trying to work on that, man. I couldn't get it on point, but but as we look here at TBMM, this thing was at like a low of 0 cents. Was it 0.0001? And this, I think this is what DBMM was talking about. Oh wait, DBM. Back. Wait, this is 2015. This was back in 2015, and this thing rocketed to like 9 cents or barely 10 cents. That's weird to see. I don't know what happened at this time, but you said somewhere around 2020. So I don't know if it's maybe around here. I mean, this is a little event here that happened in 2022, but I don't see anything for 2020. Hold on. All right, you guys. Wait, what part do you want me to? Oh my God, that's great! Google just went more than $15 on earnings, and they're issuing a dividend, 20 cents each share. Did you hear that, Lucky? Come here, Lucky. Oh, give me. You want a kiss? Oh, Lucky, yeah. Okay, now down below. Oh, yeah, that's a good boy. Good boy. All right, you guys. Okay, stop it now. Not supposed to talk about that. You're supposed to be focusing on ZJYL. Because that's where the bulls are. Alright, so I guess this is this event right here. October, starting around the mid-October of 2022. I mean, I'm not racist, but you know, I'm a liberal, and I like the LGBT community, and you know, and my boy Lucky supports them. You know, I mean, look what he does for me. You know, he loves to lick. Oh. I was a Democrat once. Really, I was. And then I met this girl. She became my girlfriend. Really, she did. CJYL. The balls are in CJYL. Alright, enough with GTII. So, during this event here on DBMM, back in mid, I would say, okay, so let's say around, because this is the weekly chart, so I want to say the bottom was around 0.0005, so 3 fractions of a penny. Then around the 17th, the week of the 17th of October 2022, this was at 0.002, so it lost to 0. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, this had a big event here that moved from 0.002 to a penny. And then the next week after that, it went from 0.0048 on the low to a high of 0.0285, so almost 3 cents. And then it came back down, back around here to a penny, and this thing rocketed to like almost 4 cents on mid December 2022. So I mean, imagine like literally accumulating a whole bunch of shares at that point. You know how much. Let me see if I can actually measure it real quick on Thinkorswim if it lets me go that far. I'm pretty sure it will let me go that far. So let me just do that right now. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going a little far here. No, this is not it. 2022. Oh, It doesn't. I have to really like zoom in like a whole bunch, because that way I won't be able to measure this. This makes no sense if I can measure that. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, this is pretty much it right here. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna measure this, and you're gonna be surprised at how like what the percentage is if you would have invested here at this point all the way. You're talking about I want to say accurately just about maybe a 8,000% move. 8,000% move in 119 days. If you held for that long, I kid you not, if you had put $1,000 at the very bottom here, up to this point, forget about it. There's your MOAS right there. There's your MOAS. Incredible. That's crazy. If we look at it on the, well, if we look at this on the daily and how this transpired, I mean, this is I mean, it's an interesting setup for sure. But to look at it on a 5 minute, I'm probably gonna have to zoom out very, like literally, like I gotta zoom the hell out. I just want to be able to like look into this before I move on to what do we got? Tesla. We're gonna look at Tesla. Okay, I think we're. Oh, this is another event here. Cause look here at May of 2023 at is at 0.003, and then this thing hit around almost 2 cents. So we got that event that happened. Geez, this is so slow. I'm sorry, guys. But what I showed you, an 8,000% move in 115 days, even though it took that long, it's still considered a freaking MOAS. Your $1,000, literally 8,000% move, 200, 300x. I don't know. You're a millionaire at that point. Okay, I think I made it here to where it is. So what did you want me to look at exactly on the 5 minute? Because I'm trying to see exact like where the bottom was. Oh no. I actually went a little bit far. So around here. Okay, so around here. 0.0006. And I guess we're just trying to see how it actually traded, so you guys can get a good idea of how it would look like when you see a rally such as this. And remember, this is on the OTC. All right, so any markups, whatever you call it, is literally right here. I got you, DBM. Right around October 25th. Literally like mid October, but October 25th to the 27th was where it started. Okay, October 27th was where the markups were starting to happen. I can zoom in just a little bit more like that so you can see the candles. Can we actually see the volume here too? I mean, look at the volume increase from at this point. See, from 60K, from 200 to 200, you got over 1 million. Like literally big orders just coming in. There was a consolidation period here for some time. It was quiet until then we reach here, because this is pretty much like a small. This is a fraction of a penny, 2 fractions of a penny. So any little drop. Look, I'll even measure this candle. I'll even measure this candle right here, so I can show you. This candle itself is a 17-18% drop. See? This, I'll measure this candle real quick. This gap. Look at this. This was considered 55% for that one candle. And that's on a 5-minute chart. Crazy. Alright? But this is how a squeeze setup is supposed to look like, in my opinion. And this, like, I'm literally agreeing with what you're saying right now, because if such a volume, and we're just thinking hypothetically here, all right, this is just our opinions, of course, but if such a massive amount of volume came in, just like it did with GME, AMC, this is an OTC stock. This is a 2 fractions of a penny stock. You're talking about a market cap of 3.63 million, and the volume today was 1.39 million. Compared to the market cap of, AMC, which is what is it now? Like it's over 650 million. So imagine all of that volume being thrown into DBMM. Literally. Should I say it? Should I say the F word? No, I shouldn't say that. But literally fracking the shat out of the shorts that are responsible and in control of suppressing down DBMM and shorting it. They will have the time of their lives in the toilet crapping themselves, because all of a sudden now DBMM got such attraction from all these people in retail, and they came out of nowhere. They came out of absolutely nowhere without any peep, any thread, any notice from Reddit or any of those forums, where they spread the word around and all that, because you never know, who could be in those forums and taking advantage of that and using it against retail, whatever the case is. This is my opinion, just my, thought process here. And I'm pretty sure y'all can, you can give me your opinions on that. But that's how it happened. And they didn't see it coming from what happened to GME and AMC and whatever. But for a stock like this, for such a low ass price, for 2 fractions of a penny, easily almost 4 million market cap can turn into 100 in a few days. And that would be talked about all over. Just like that. It's crazy. So if you could do that with this, you'd probably do it for, I don't know, FSRN or GTII or what other stocks? What other stocks? I'm pretty sure you guys know a few that are in that range, but the most important part is that DBMM there you go, because of partial covering by those names that you see on the chat right now. And if you and so if that scenario were to play out, and all of a sudden everybody starts coming in like crazy, left and right, all this volume, 100 million worth of volume, I kid you not, that would be the end of them. Of those names right there that's mentioned on the chat. That would be it. And they would have no other choice but to close out, and GTII and Fngr, whatever they have their hands on, that's it. Game over. Fucked. Just my opinion. Just my hypothesis. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's all we have to do. Is we have to get everybody from CJYL, because the Bulls did not want to mess with that anymore. And then everybody from Logic, everybody from CAUD, everybody from DJ. Well, I don't know, DJT. Everybody from other tickers that I just threw in there because I like those stocks, and I don't know. Lucky seems to like them all the time, so I just, give him a kiss and, wishes me luck, and hopefully they squeeze, but it don't seem to be working. But if they all go to DBMM, we will see a squeeze. and then all of a sudden, well, I don't think that global warming is such a huge focus, but I think that, if Joe, can, and then he's going up for 3 hours. Like, what? Oh, lucky. Give me a little. Oh, lucky, yeah. All right, you guys, let me have my fun, okay? Oh my gosh, let me not get started with that. But you already get the point. DBMM, DBMM, and chat. Thank you for sharing that insight, that information. I never really looked at this at all, but you could pretty much see like what potential, the potential that retail can have on such a stock like this. And the other side is just gonna have their fund in the toilet, throwing up, not having to close their positions and stuff. But anyways, in terms of what's happening now, closing in the green, this could be a good opportunity right now to do what you gotta do. So moving on from that, again, thank you, DBMMMMMM. Clark and Julie, I haven't seen y'all in ages. How is everything with you? He says, show me the money. And that's definitely what we're going to show you right now with Tesla, because it's really smoking my puts real bad. God. If you've been paying attention to what the market has been doing, apparently I don't know. Microsoft again. Microsoft and Google busted earnings. Green made the market jump up and say, "Hooray! We're still in the bull market." Whatever. Tesla's for some reason after ugly earnings, freaking looking like a little squeeze itself. At one point it was at 138. Now we're at 173. Doesn't make any sense. But eventually it's just gonna probably retest the last level of resistance here. It's 174, 175, and come back down, and hopefully we see Tesla back at what 100 next week. That'll be awesome. I salute you, Clark. Again, it's great to see you here. Hopefully you and Julie are doing fantastic, and I appreciate your comment and your support, your love. Big hugs to you, man. SXTC, got it. But let's look at it on the let's look at it from the long term, because I mean, Mark has pointed it out. I've pointed it out. I don't know if you guys see it here on the weekly. I mean, mentioned it yesterday. I still think that we are pretty much here looking at a head and shoulders, and we're trying to see if it pulls off once again here and try to retest these levels of support, like back in 2023 when it hit just below $100 a share. And I still think that that's on the table, in my opinion, also with whatever is coming afterwards, and the whole crash, whatever you want to call it. I know Matt K doesn't agree with me. But what do you think right now? Do you still think that the market crash is still on? That is not on the table. Things are going crazy, man. Again, all in my opinion. All right. Just like everybody else in the chat is their opinion right now. So take it with a grain of salt. All right, so what if here, I mean, we got yourself a huge candle on the weekly, and that's basically because of what happened with earnings and all that and BS. But look at what happened here. It literally came back to retest that level of resistance here at, what was this, 170? This thing traded above 170 and it closed at around 173. But what if from there it rejected that level of resistance and we just come straight down to the depths of hell? And I don't know, maybe see Tesla come back down to like 165. That could be the possibility. Wait a minute. But then again, we did gap up here on the daily. So technically, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you guys, don't quote me on it, but literally you got all this gap to fill back down, right? So hold on, maybe around here. Hold on, still got this gap here. Hey, what are you doing? Give it to me. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like here. But I mean, geez, like, what are the odds of this to actually open another bullish candle here and test 175? I really do not want to see that. To me, it's overvalued. It's overvalued. And Mark R, you know, did really get some great points on why it shouldn't even be at this price right now. And it, you know, like we're having a struggle with these EVs right now. Matt K knows. I think we talked about it a little bit earlier on Twitter. But look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks ridiculous. And it's pretty much quite crazy looking. I mean, if it's gonna test that last level of resistance there, right below the 200 SMA at 176.20, it has to do that and then eventually reject and come back down. If, let's say, because I am going to look at futures after I'm done with this, after I'm done with viewing Tesla, and we could look back at SXTC and see what's happening with that, and then we look at futures, because Moisley likes to look at futures and see if we can get another nice dump, a 1% dump on the SPX futures and NASDAQ and all that. But yeah, it's staying within this range between 170 and 174. I want to round it up to 175. But I also want to look at these indicators and see that it's pretty much topping out on the MACD. Hold on. And also on the RSI too as well. I mean, we're pretty much overbought. Right? So this has to come down eventually tomorrow and retest these levels here. Either 165 or 160. Unless Elon pulls an unthinkable and just decides to rug pull us all to death, and then our putas print, because that would be nice, in my opinion. Let me look at the hourly real quick and see what's happening here. We need more confirmation of this, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Or you could see here on the RSI, on the hourly, it's completely overbought. Literally above that red area. It's ready to like come back down. Here you got that light bluish bar here that looks like it's trying to lose momentum back to the downside. And here, you know, it could top out. Here on the 30-minute here, it looks like it's topping out here too as well. It's like flat. It's coming down a little bit. Still overbought on the RSI. Let me see. You would need for, oh gosh, but then again, I don't like how this is looking, because honestly, if the 50-day is still sloping up like that, I mean, it could literally follow, and then Tesla could definitely hit over 174 again, and probably 175 and so forth. We don't want that to happen. We need the 7-day. All right, we need the 7-day here to start peaking out and turning back around to meet back with the 50-day SMA and have this sucker turn back around, so that we see this start to come back to the downside, you know what I mean, just literally fall back down and try to retest this level here around 160 to 162, the support. And then you have the 200-day SMA here between, I think, what was this, 152.77. So those are your areas of interest. If it breaks, again, if it breaks over, you got 176. If it doesn't and it comes back below 170, then you have around 164 or 166. All right. Let me read this comment here. I think 150 to 200 billion is more like it until they become more than just a car company. Until now, they are just a car company and being market cap of $500 billion, which seems too much. Matt says that the Cybertrucks are having issues. You already know the freaking the gas pedal. Should we even call it the gas pedal? Because it's not even gas. That the acceleration pedal. There was issues with it where it would get stuck, and then oh my god, now I'm going 200 miles an hour and I can't stop the car. I'm gonna die. And God knows, like, if those reports are missing, because you know they can't speak based on that. And yeah, they're just more than, I mean, they're just cars for now. I mean, this is excluding the whole thing with humanoid robots and whatever it is that he's doing with SpaceX, but and Starlink too. But to be able to just promote your cars, I mean, wouldn't that be just like every other car company that's dealing with electric vehicles? Because you might as well just say goodbye here at this point, and then literally go straight down to 100 and below. It should actually be at 90 right now at this point. Look at this one. Honda and GM are both only worth $50 billion in market cap. So keep that in mind. That case says that they are huge in the industrial commercial community, and the water collecting in the bottom of the aluminum body pan is bad. It's shorting the stuff out. Markar says Tesla is recalling all of the Cybertrucks it has delivered so far due to the potential issue with the accelerator pedal. So indirectly, non-financial advice. Yeah, pretty much at this point, I'm giving you the go ahead, right? Because it's only usually 50 to 60 of you that view my stream. Unless you find a way to get me to like 50,000 subscribers. But yeah, I mean, like, if it peaks out, and also accounting, you know, with what happens during futures right now. So I'm gonna look at futures after, right? Because I know I still had to look at SXTC, and let's see the 4 hour real quick for this. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're having a little bounce. So we have, so you gotta look out for this area right here, and then you gotta look out for this area right here. It's a break. So you got 115, and then you have 128, 130. We'll just say 130. All right, because you got here that it's like still on an uptrend here. The MACD and also the RSI is taking a little nice bounce there too. So, and then when we look at it in the hourly, you can see the candle is actually above the 50-day SMA, and the 7-day SMA is also curling up, with the addition of the bands here, the EMA clouds, now twisting from red to green. You can see it right there highlighted, and if that continues, then you already got yourself a confirmation there that 115 could be the next stop here for SXTC. All right, so that's your little quick analysis there for SXTC, because you know you do have a little nice little double bottom there, apple bottom. So two cheeks over there, and slap, and then make it go up. All right, so now we're gonna visit. Wait, hold on. Was there another ticker, or was that it? You know I'm lying because I still don't mess with options. It's quite easy, honestly. It's quite honest. It's easy, but you just can't be a degenerate and do, you know, 0 date to expiration like I do, and risk losing a lot of money. So that's why, like, if you're gonna do, and I'm just gonna say it, okay, all right, I'm gonna show the bias, all right. So if it goes and give yourself time, all right, give yourself time, all right. I'll be transparent. I got myself some $150 put, May 17 expiration date options for Tesla, and that's before knowing and witnessing this little BS here. This pop. I thought I was good here. I thought we was somehow peaking out here, and you know, probably coming back down. I would have been able to print, but no, that didn't happen. So I guess I confused it with a pennant, and therefore it literally broke out of the pennant and just did that move. So yeah, that too. You know, Zelly loves the 1 minute chart, and I don't know why. I mean, it's sometimes for me it's a little nerve wracking. I mean, seeing it tick for tick, minute by minute. I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to at least see it from a long, you know, from a longer time frame to see what it's doing in general, the long term of things. But I guess if you want to look at it on the 1 minute time frame, I mean, we're looking to peak out here and try to come back down and pull back. Also have the red line here on the RSI, which looks to be leaning towards bearish. So but 1 minute charts are meant for short-term trades, you know, quick scalps, you know, 1 2 3 and then you're out, and that's it. You know, that's pretty much your day trade, you know. So if it opens here at this point at 173 and you see this MACD and RSI turning back down and looking bearish, okay, well, you know, short-term puts, what, for tomorrow's expiration, get the 172. And knowing how the IV works on Tesla volatility, I don't know what it is exactly, but even a small move down in the beginning of the market open, you can still make your contracts move 20-30% and all that, and just get out. That's it. That's all you need. Compound your gains. Not financial advice. Who the hell? Yeah, so I don't know who burped right behind me. I think it was mom or dad. 5 minute. The 5 minute could be more of a longer trade or a longer swing, because honestly, like this overall looks like, even though it did show that it was gonna pull back a little bit, it still would have to retest the 7-day SMA here at 172.93. And then you got the MACD here crossing just over and turning green. So it could be like a little short-term pop, you know, or it could literally just reject and then come right back down. Boom. So who knows? This could literally start to come back down like that. But yes, compound those gains. Wait, so tell me, y'all, except for Zelly, because I already know she's always on the 1 minute. But what time frame do you guys like to trade on? What is your favorite? Which one do you prefer mostly? I like zooming out and removing the candle sometimes. Oh wow. Because if I see this, I'm thinking to myself, wow, like, is there one heck of a swing? This could just do it again, and then, you know, all of a sudden just cross over. Which I wouldn't want to see, of course, but depending on what's happening. 15 minute. Still bullish. But crossed over here on the MACD 5 and 1. So I don't it looked like a short-term cross under. Probably try to come back over like that and just like bow. 1 minute chart mostly, but 1 to 2 hours when I first look at a stock, but when I'm trying to sell or buy it quickly, the 1 minute chart. For your little swing or your scalp trade, whatever. I see. Yes. Okay. I like that. Personally, I like the 5 minute. Especially when it comes to like trading the SPY and stuff. Oh, you see SPY. SPY is looking weak from how it just blew up its top for a little bit, and then you can see like it kept on failing on breaking that resistance here at 50. What do we got? 507.50. 507. Yeah, something like that. 507. No, 508.50. Jesus, 508.50. So if it couldn't break over that a few times, then it starts rejecting, it starts getting weaker, and then eventually it starts to come back down. And then you would have this area to worry about when market opens. We'll call this the area of resistance, la resistance. And then you have 501.62 here on the something like that. Damn, I'm thirsty. I need water. Anyway, Let's look at futures before we end the stream. Let's see what the hell is going on with SPY futures and all that. Actually, let's look at the dollar index, the dollar currency index. What is that doing? All right, so I mean, honestly, it's come down a lot here from 106 and change. Let me see. Let's look at the daily. Does this look like a falling wedge to you? I think that's what it looks like from here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like a falling wedge. If I move this down here, was that 105.50? So it's ranging between here and this would have to be the resistance. So if this starts to pop back up, which is trying to, and it's up 0.2%, we need to break over 105.80 to 106 to see some downside in your overall markets. And it looks like that's what it's actually trying to do a little bit. And if oh my god, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Alright, so tomorrow, personal spending month over month, personal income month over month, and core PCE price index month over month at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. Mañana, tomorrow. But on the 1st of May is the Fed interest rate decision. Oh my god. Everything is just happening in the same day. ISM manufacturing PMI, JOLTS job openings at 10 a.m. And then you have the Fed interest rate decision at 2 p.m. And then with the stinking press conference from Jerome Powell afterwards at 2:30 p.m. Oh my god. What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to leave the rates unchanged, or do you think he's going to start to cut? What if he starts raising again? What is your take on that? That is it. I just noticed that. Wow, I didn't even know it was on the 1st of May. I'm stunned. Oh, this just makes things a lot more interesting now. Listen, I'm just saying right now, we're gonna have to prepare ourselves for this. Oh boy. I don't like how this is peeking out here unless it just decides to just pop. And it just freaking goes. Cause honestly, let me see. I need to properly draw this out. I need to draw this out right now. Technically, let's see, from here. Huh. Shoot. Huh. Huh. I can't seem to to this. I mean, does that make sense? Am I charting this correctly? I don't. This looks more like. No, this looks more like here. I guess that makes more sense. I don't know. Okay, let's just say that's the channel, hypothetically, right? It needs to retest this trend line, and then as soon as the Fed thing goes off, and then I feel like maybe we can just pop right back over. And if this happens, like, wow, I mean, like, if this is following the trajectory the way it is, I mean, who knows if this could be the scenario for May 1st. And if this happens, the market is just going to plunge. You definitely need DXY back over 106.40, 106.50 and above to see the markets just jump. Oh yeah, moistly. I had to take a drink of water because I was just really feeling dry in my throat. So I'm just gonna leave this there just in case, future reference. Hopefully it tests these trend lines and then it bounces back up in time for the Fed rates. But Markar says that they might just raise the rates. And why do you think, in your opinion, that they could raise the rates again? And let me just look at this little headline here from Reuters 20 minutes ago. As the Japanese yen is at its weakest in decades as BOJ meets. Asia stocks yen tentative with eyes on BOJ decision. And then gold prices set for weekly decline ahead of the US inflation data. Yeah, apparently. Okay, so apparently gold prices edged lower on Friday, which is not even Friday yet, and we're set for a weekly decline as investor attention turned to key U.S. inflation data for cues on the Federal Reserve's interest rate trajectory. Markets are awaiting U.S. March personal consumption expenditure (PCE) data, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, due at what did I say? 8:30 in the morning. Recent remarks from Fed officials hinted the central bank was in no hurry to cut rates. Higher rates reduce the appeal of holding non-yielding gold. JP Morgan said on Thursday that gold's structural bull case remains intact, with a peak target of $2,600 per ounce. And also talk about silver reaching over $30. Facebook. Let's look at gold while we're at it. So, gold futures at 2,345. It looks like it's trying to hold a bottom there. For sure, looking for a rebound and trying to retest around 2,355, around that area. The trend overall still looks to be strong, honestly. I mean, look at the way the 50 SMA has been sloping up, and 200-day SMA gets to pull back away from it, and this continues, and we'll have another leg up and try to make new highs. Look at that, because that could be the scenario. That could be the scenario. So I'm just taking a mental note of it. Whatever. Leaving it for a second. And that's it. Oil futures. What we got for crude oil futures? It's doing the same thing, the same pattern, honestly. I mean, look at that. It's the same thing. Look. It's following the same trajectory. You get a little bounce, support, and then another leg up to perhaps try to retest 85 bucks and above. We were so close to 90. When futures were dumping, we were so close to $90 a barrel. So that's that for, food for thought. That's how you say it. Then you got S&P 500 mini futures with the same trend. Interesting. Same little kick right there. But if we move a little bit closer, say the 4 hour, you can see that it's actually above the 50 SMA, 7-day SMA bouncing off. So it looks a little bearish for now. I mean, let me see. You could just hold off around here, but I think I have to look at the 5-minute for this. Wow. There's nothing but long consolidating price action here. No ups, no downs. It's just slow right now. So I wonder if the 7-day is going to start to come back down to cross right back under the 50 SMA and try to make its way back to, let's say, 5115 if bearish. So let's actually do that right now and do a little thing right there. God, it's a long way down. Because interest rates have to keep the inflation in check, inflation is still out of control. Need to raise it like 15-20 points like they did in the 70s. That way they can get inflation under control. What they're doing now is a joke, just kicking the can down the road. It's ridiculous at this point. Let us just see what happens in the meantime, and then for PCE data tomorrow morning, let's see how that goes. What we got for NASDAQ? You see NASDAQ futures. It's the same thing. It's just the same pattern. I mean, for real. It's the same thing. We're just expecting this to see if we can actually cross back down around this support area around 17,750. And where's the Dow? This is the Dow. Same thing, same patterns, nothing new, nothing special. If one goes down, then the rest goes down. So then we got the Russell 2000 index futures, same pattern in a way. What else we got going on here? Bitcoin futures, sort of similar in a way, and it's rejecting the 50-day SMA here, the 5-minute chart. So looks like it's trying to turn back around. We'll probably hit below 64,600 by the time we wake up or something. Not financial advice, by the way. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any more futures to go over, honestly. Yeah, it's nothing interesting to see. The only thing I'm interested in is, what happens with PCE and what happens with the Fed interest rates decision on May 1st. So I think that should do it. That should do it for tonight's stream. All right, because I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pee and I gotta stretch out and get this blood flowing back in my butt and my body. And that is it. That is it. I mean, great stream, everybody. Great conversations. Great vibes, as usual. I could not be working up to William Stamina because at the same time I think my ass would be flat. And I'm trying to keep my butt plump and full for my woman to smack, she can have some fun. Anyways, thank you to everybody. Maddie, I don't know what happened to Maddie. He probably went to use his right hand and sleep. Matt K, thank you, man. Appreciate you and having these conversations. Moistly, aka Saggy, aka MFN, aka Nunya Biz, aka Moistly, Untamed Eyebrow Consier, Mark R, Mark Maddox, Clark and Julie, DBM, peace, love, happiness, etc. Health and wealth to everybody. And yeah, I do need a better chair. And no, I am not trying to sit for 24 hours. I'm sorry, man. I got a life. And I got $1 million to make on some Tesla puts. But I definitely do need a better chair because I think I just wasted, the foam on it. So I need a new one. Hopefully, maybe if William can share some of that super chat money, maybe I can get one. It's only like $200. I mean, I could just take it from the 500 super chat that he got. But anyways, everyone, have a safe night. Have a good night. Have a great morning, great afternoon, wherever you are. I would take that suggestion though, for real though. A donut pillow. I think somebody else talked about a donut pillow. I'm gonna look into it on Amazon right after this. I promise. And I'll see if I can invest into it because that does sound comfy. Thank you, and to everyone, thank you, and of course, most importantly, the one and only Mi Corazon, Zali. Thank you. Giant hugs, big hugs, much love, big hearts. You already know the deal. And I'll see you. Actually, I will see you next Monday because I usually take a night off on Fridays, so you won't be able to deal with my ass on Fridays. So get to relax. But you can also relax to my music, and if you're interested in that, just don't forget to visit Concrete Jungle City YouTube channel, and feel free to listen to this track that's playing that's called Smooth and Sensual, and show some love. And also, we get about 1 million subscribers on that channel too, please. Thank you. All right, y'all, take it easy. Listen, Mark Maddox, I don't know why you can't get on Discord. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Maddie, um, Matt K. But yeah, just anyways. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna get off. I gotta go pee. Um, that is gonna be wow. That would be an interesting podcast. Hmm. Not as sexy as mine. I don't think you could beat this voice. And you know what? I think I'm gonna actually make another channel. And I'm gonna name it Lion Love Lines. I'm gonna do a podcast about interesting things, just talking like this. And getting people hot and bothered. And eventually getting 1 million subscribers. Anyways, thank you all for this great stream. Couldn't do it without you all. And I'll see you next Monday. Y'all have a great Friday and have a great weekend. Be safe out there, whatever you do. And stay blessed, man. Much love. See ya. Big hearts, big hearts. Spam it. Spam it. Yes, ASMR. I'm going to actually do that. Yeah. Thank you.